Day 3. Now, this is on a bit of a roll, to be honest. I mean, I didn't even know if I get past day 1. Day 3. Woke up this morning at 86.2 kilograms, which is pretty good, to be honest. A little less hungry yesterday. Woke up this morning a little bit hungry, but always good from that perspective. Today's plan, I uploaded episode 2 to YouTube and scheduled to Facebook, so that's all sorted. A couple of emails and things as well. Had a small shaving disaster. Not sure if you ladies will understand, but shaver batteries died halfway through shaving, so now I had to go for the clean 17-year-old good-looking boy look. It is what it is, first world problems and all that. Today's plan, first I have a meeting with an online client. She's moving back to South Africa. We're going to interview, so we're going to hopefully have a little chat about how her prep for a photo shoot, that's what she did, so it's a prep. How she's got on and what she's been doing. Then it's clients later, training today is shoulders and arms. So yeah, busy day, hectic day, and we'll see how it goes. If you are in East Central London and looking for somewhere good to eat, go here.
I said to you in one of my emails, I think, something along these lines, like I want to be able to look, it sounds very vague, but I want to be able to look in the mirror and be okay with what I see. And at this point, even though I've still got a little bit to go, or quite a bit to go, I can actually look in the mirror and be like, I'm okay with this. And not that I want people to say, hey, you're looking good or whatever, like I don't want people to pat me on the back or give me an ego boost, but just, I'm happy. And even if I don't get on stage, or if I do get on stage, whatever the result, the outcome, I'm much happier because of this process.
So that was Simmone, and we had a little interview just to talk about how her prep has gone. She's looking at a sort of photo shoot in probably 4 to 6 weeks, probably after her getting back to South Africa, which she flies next Friday morning. Now I have some training on my own to do, shoulders and arms, client at 2 o'clock, call at 3 o'clock, and then hopefully get some emails, etc. done. So I'm a little bit behind. Okay, so last night I cooked a whole bunch of sweet potatoes, chicken and some vegetables. So this is what I do with it. So just note to self, I need to go Tupperware shopping. Anyway, I've got one of these boxes, so I've got 450 grams of sweet potato, 300 grams of chicken breast, and just a whole bunch of vegetables, so lots of broccoli and some of that Italian stuff that I can't even pronounce. I've also got 20 grams of olive oil in here, a little bit of salt as well. Those two just for sort of taste and palatability. Quite enjoy this meal. I'll have half of it now, and then sort of 4 hours time I'll have another half it just makes my life a lot easier. It means I've got a couple of meals with me to be able to eat, and I can easily track them. And then I'll kind of add on other meals at other ends of the day. So breakfast I'll have slightly different. And then in the evening, for example, tonight I'm off to Wagamama's, so I'll track that and I'll enjoy it. Yeah, should be nice. So you can always rely on Shoreditch having some awesome graffiti. So part of this vlog today, I wanted to talk a little bit about my competitive history. So I started competing back in 2008 in natural bodybuilding. I came 4th in my first competition. I think it was about 14 or 15 guys. This was in a junior category in the NABA, which is an untested federation. Yeah, half nutty. So an untested competition, came 4th, really enjoyed it, and then a month later I competed with the BNBF, which is the British Natural Bodybuilding Federation, so a tested federation. I came 2nd in that show, and then that qualified me for the British, but I didn't then go on to do the Nationals. After that, in 2009, I won the Junior Natural Mr. Scotland title with the BNBF. That was in a big class of juniors again. Then I went on there to go to the Nationals, the British, and I came 4th. Condition was tough actually, because I think that period it took me about 5 months or 4 or 5 months between competitions, so keeping the diet going. I think I was sober, I didn't have any drinks for like 9 months of that year or something. So that was great, but it was tough, really, really tough. But I've kind of got that addiction, because winning that competition was the first time that I'd ever put so much effort into something and I'd been rewarded. It was absolutely awesome. Then from there, I competed a few years later and I won the middleweight Mr. Scotland title, I think in 2011. That was good. I think I had a few issues in terms of relationship breakups and stuff during that year, which made dieting and things really, really tough. But, you know, it's one of those things, and maybe I wasn't quite in the condition that I wanted to be in, certainly not in the top condition I was in 2009 when I won the junior title. Then that year I competed in the British. It didn't work. It didn't happen. It wasn't great, it didn't look great. I think I got 7th or something, 6th or 7th in my class. And it's just one of those things. I wanted to complete the journey, and I did, and that was kind of it. Then in 2013 I competed again. I weighed in the heavyweights. They changed the class in the BNBF to something where you take an average of the people that are there, and then they set the weight categories from that perspective. They were trying to attempt to make sure that people aren't making sort of crazy weight cuts and things to make certain classes, which was okay, but it meant I weighed in at about 78 kilos, and that meant I was a heavyweight, so I was going up against guys which were nearly 20 kilos heavier than me. I think the winner was. So I got 3rd in that show, and I was kind of happy, kind of not happy, and it just goes, that's just the way it is, and that's how it went. That was my last competition, so this one's going to be my next one, which will come up in on the 18th of September. This is with a different federation. This is the UK Drug Free Bodybuilding Association. They are linked with the World Natural Bodybuilding Federation. This is probably the biggest natural federation there is. So I'm hoping to do well. I don't really care, to be honest. I just want to turn up in the best shape that I possibly can, and hopefully emulate the 2009 condition that I was in, which I do think was the best that I've ever been. And now I have this opportunity in terms of social media to be able to show guys and girls what I've done and what I can do, because not a lot of people know that I've competed in sort of 7 shows over the years. I've been meaning to tell you guys something. We talked about how I competed in an untested show once, and I was gonna not keep it in the vlog, but I need to tell you. Now, I really want to make sure I get into the best shape I possibly can, maintain all the muscle mass and get absolutely shreds. So I'm probably gonna have to tell you about my cycle. It's red. It used to be called a Boris bike, but I don't know if it is anymore. Yeah, here goes. This is not going to end well. Well, that was a hell of an experience. Rush hour with a camera on a Boris bike. Okay, just finished Wagamama's and I thought I'd use this nice cheeky backdrop for some artistic final day episode 3. So one part in Wagamama's was that I found this curry called chicken katsu curry. Now I've had it before. It is how much? 1,159 calories for one dish. Like how nuts is that? Some of the girls that I prep are on like calories like that for the entire day. So yeah, good day, busy. Nice to have a nice little meal out. Take things easy. Chicken ramen was really nice, and finished off my macros when I get home. I'll have a couple of slices of toast and some jam, which is quite nice. So macros for the day were, let me look, 330 grams of carbs, 65 grams of fat, and 211 grams of protein. So that's just under, I think, 2,800 calories roughly. Tomorrow, another busy day. Let's see how that goes. Lots of clients, lots of calls. Yeah.